So you just got a quote for ADAS calibration after your windshield replacement, and you're staring at a bill that's somewhere between 300 and 800 bucks. And you're thinking, what the hell? I can buy a whole new windshield for less than that. You're listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast with your host, Stuart Rofa. Let's get into it. Hey there, I'm Stuart Rofa, and yeah, I get that reaction all the time. So today we're talking about why ADAS calibration costs so much here in San Diego. And look, I'm going to be straight with you. There are some real reasons behind that sticker shock. So here's what I hear all the time. It's just pointing a camera at some targets, right? How hard can it be? And I get it. You know what I mean? From the outside, it looks like we're just setting up what looks like a science fair project around your car and pressing some buttons on a computer. But that's like saying brain surgery is just cutting someone's head open and poking around. The reality is way more complex. These aren't just cameras we're dealing with. They're precision instruments that need to know exactly where they're looking, down to the millimeter. Your automatic emergency braking, your lane departure warnings, your adaptive cruise control, all of that depends on these systems being calibrated perfectly. And when I say perfectly, I mean if we're off by even a few degrees, your car might slam on the brakes when it shouldn't, or worse, not brake when it should. Now, let me tell you what's actually happening when we calibrate your ADAS system. First off, the equipment we need. We're talking about a $15,000 to $50,000 investment per calibration setup. And that's just for one type of system. Your Honda needs different targets than your Tesla, which needs different equipment than your BMW. So we've got to have multiple systems just to handle the variety of cars rolling around San Diego. These calibration targets aren't something you can pick up at Home Depot, right? They're precision engineered tools that cost anywhere from $500 to $2,000 each. And we need multiple sets because every manufacturer has their own specifications. The positioning has to be exact. We're talking millimeters here. If a target is even slightly off, the whole calibration is worthless. But here's the thing about San Diego specifically, and this is something people don't always think about. Drive through La Jolla or Pacific Beach, and what do you see? Tons of luxury cars, newer vehicles, all loaded with the latest safety tech. These aren't your basic ADAS systems. These are the high-end complex setups that require the most expensive calibration procedures. And the overhead costs here, come on, this is San Diego. Our rent, our insurance, the wages we need to pay skilled technicians. It's all higher than what you'd find in, say, a small town in Kansas. Actually, wait, let me back up on the technician part because that's huge. Okay, here's something most shops won't tell you about why this costs so much. The training alone is insane. Every technician who touches ADAS calibration needs manufacturer-specific certification. We're talking $1,000 to $5,000 per person per system. And it's not a one-time thing. These certifications need regular updates because the technology keeps evolving. Then there's the software licensing. Most people don't realize this, but we're paying monthly or annual fees just to access the manufacturer databases and calibration software. That can be anywhere from $100 to $500 a month per system. Those costs don't just disappear, they get built into what we charge you. And the liability, man, the insurance premiums for shops doing ADAS work are through the roof. Think about it. If we mess up a basic windshield replacement, maybe you get some wind noise. If we mess up ADAS calibration and your emergency braking doesn't work, that's a whole different level of responsibility. The actual calibration process takes time too. We're not talking about a 15-minute job here. Static calibration typically runs 1 to 3 hours, and that's if everything goes perfectly. The car has to be positioned exactly right on a level surface. The targets have to be placed with surgical precision. Even a small vibration can mess things up, and we have to start over. For dynamic calibration, we actually have to drive your car, and not just around the block. We need specific speeds, specific road conditions. Try finding a good stretch of highway in Claremont or Kearney Mesa during rush hour for testing. You know what I mean. Some systems need highway speeds, others need specific lane markings. It all takes time. Before I let you go, let me rapid fire a few related questions I get. Can I skip ADAS calibration? No. It's required by law after windshield replacement if your car has these systems. Will my insurance cover it? Most do, but check your policy. Can any shop do this? Nope. They need the right equipment and certified techs. Look, I know the cost stings, but this isn't optional if you want your safety systems to actually work. At Speedy Windshield Repair, we've invested in the latest calibration equipment, and our techs are properly certified. We're at 2710 Garnet Avenue, and you can call us at 619-761-4887. We offer financing through Affirm and Klarna because we get it. Nobody budgets for an $800 surprise. But your safety? That's not negotiable. Thanks for listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast. If you need windshield repair or replacement in the San Diego area, give us a call at 619-761-14887 or visit speedywindshieldrepairs.com. We'll see you next time.
Clarity is on its way, making everything okay. Crystal clear the open road, lifting up a heavy load. Precision vision expertise, putting your whole mind at ease.